near mint condition, the home of collected edition.
That cover's so awesome.
Absolute format is the best way to own this store. Time to empty those wallets and fill those shelves. How's it going, all you Minties? Uncanny Omar with
Astonishing Melanie.
And what are we talking about today, Astonishing Melanie?
The Complete Norse Mythology by Neil Gaiman and P. Craig Russell with others.
In this beautiful slipcase from Dark Horse Comics. So,
stay tuned. Thank you to the fine folks at Dark Horse for sending us this review copy with the gorgeous wraparound of David Mack's artwork. He also did a bunch of variant covers as well. But, oh, look at that. That's adorable.
What the heck is even going on there?
You gotta read inside, Omar.
Okay, I will take your word for it. That is a sticker on the actual slipcase. The slipcase comes shrink wrapped, and it does come with a leaflet explaining a little bit about the complete Norse mythology and giving you the ISBN. But yeah, it does come sealed. This is because it is rated, I would say, mature 18 plus, just because of some of the stories collected in here. The retail price of this book being $124.99. So yeah, it's a beautiful slipcase with that design by David Mack.
So let's get this off of this lazy Susan spinner and take a look inside.
What is a lazy Susan spinner?
I don't know.
Don't call it that. That's like a kitchen thing. This is a spinner, and graphic novel spinner. A collected edition spinner is what we're calling this.
So, a little bit of backstory to Norse mythology. In 2017, Neil Gaiman came out with Norse Mythology, the prose version.
Yeah, no pictures in that one, folks.
It has a great rereadability factor. Yes, I just made up this term, as does the comic. I love this so much. So then in 2021, we got 3 volumes. I don't know why Omar didn't get both, or all 3. But here's 1 and 2 hardcovers of P. Craig Russell laying out the script and doing the layouts for the other artists that are involved as well.
Yeah, so it does have a really interesting beginning. But this is all 3 volumes collected. And we're going to show you
the size comparison with an Omni.
Thank you. Now keep in mind, it is in its slipcase, so we'll take it out here in a second. But so is Death.
Size comparison. It's practically the same size, like maybe a centimeter taller, thicker than this one.
Than the Absolute Edition. So these will fit into your K-Lax in case you have K-Lax. This doesn't need to go on your top shelf unless you love Neil Gaiman and everything. Neil Gaiman is top shelf. But definitely fits into your K-Lax inside of the slipcase. So let's take it out
of the slipcase. And let's take a moment to look at the bottom. There's no pattern inside. It's just white. But I didn't notice until getting it out that there's this glossy texture. I don't know if it's catching it on the camera of like splotches.
Yeah, there we go. Something like
there it is. There
the
it
reflection
is. And that is not on the spine of it, but it is on the front as well. Yeah.
What do you consider the front? That's the question.
Yeah, that one.
That one.
Yeah,
that's
that
it.
one.
Yeah. So let's take a close look at the book.
Here's the book out of this slipcase.
And right next to the omnibus, so as you can tell, it's taller.
And next to the Absolute out of the slipcase, they're about the same size. Again, like just a centimeter taller on the Norse mythology.
And then, of course, compared to the size of the hardcover, which is a standard size hardcover, these did have a dust jacket, but this does not. It's just art on board. And here, Melanie, you can actually show what exactly is on that particular hardcover.
The title, Norse Mythology, is embossed, and the hammer as well. Got the logo, symbols, white. Oh. What do you call this?
This is the gilded edges.
Gilded edges are rainbow, guys.
That's amazing.
I know.
That's a nice touch. It reminds me of what they did with American Gods. It reminds me of what they did with Sin City with the red, and gilded edges.
The ribbon is that nice blue.
That's always a nice addition for me.
I love me a ribbon.
So we're going to open this up and talk about the stories in here, and try not to go too much into spoilers, but also give you an idea of what's collected in here. And then we'll do a quick little comparison to the art in the original release. So let's go ahead and crack it open. Alright, Astonishing Melanie, take us on this Norse mythology journey.
Beautiful blue end papers. I really like that shade. And we've got runes here and the table of contents for everybody's story that they get.
So in case you're wondering, what this collects is the Norse Mythology volumes 1 through 3. And each volume had 6 issues. So you're getting about 18 issues, you're getting 18 issues collected in this particular complete collection. And that equals out to be about 456 pages worth of material. You're going to get stuff in here that, like Melanie said, is laid out by the wonderful P. Craig Russell, but then you have finishes like
Mike Mignola takes over for Mimir's head and Odin's eye.
Yeah, and he's not the only one. You also get other artists through here, like Jerry Ordway, or David Rubin, Jill Thompson, of course. But we're not going to be flipping through all the pages. Melanie's just going to kind of give us a synopsis of what this is.
However, really quick, look, this ribbon has a design on it. Oh, it's so pretty. Okay, so Neil Gaiman, in Norse mythology, took the stories and kind of added, well, maybe not added dry humor, but rather extrapolated. Is that the word? The dry humor in it that he found, added his own tone. I love it. In fact, I made a video a couple years ago that compares specific moments in the book to the comics themselves. And I'm a little bit more partial to the prose version because I enjoy dry humor. And with the art, it doesn't, to me personally, doesn't come through as much. However, please let us know in the comments if it does to you. That it shines through to you. This is rated older teen because it's just the myths. And in the myths, there is sex, there is violence. You've got Loki turning into a horse and having relations, etc. You know, like it's... they're weird stories. It's Norse mythology, which I prefer over Greek mythology. Like, it's going to have things like that in it. And I mean, this is low key right here, but for example, Hel being ugly on one side and her face beautiful on the other side.
Did you say Loki or low?
Oh, low space key. That's true. Oh, wow, that is confusing. I just meant it wasn't very violent or extravagant. Look how cute he is. So again, lots of violence, stories of revenge, and my favorite are the ones with Loki, the proper noun Loki. Jill Thompson does Freya's unusual wedding, and I love the colors here. Here's my boy, Mark Buckingham, doing Thor's journey to the land of the giants. I love his artwork. In fact, I got a picture of me crying because he signed a piece of art, Snow and Bigby, and it really meant a lot to me.
By the time you get to the second and third arc of this particular collection, P. Craig Russell does take a step back with the artwork and just focuses mainly on the script. But you still get some phenomenal artists that work on this particular book. And what is this story here, Astonishing Melanie?
This is The Death of Balder. And I wanted to point out, Colin...
Oh, Colleen Doran?
Correct. Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
Looking at the sketches in the back, I prefer that because the colors are wonderful. I just prefer the sketches more. I would like to read this story in the sketch version or uncolored version. Uncanny Omar, who's your favorite artist in this collection?
Okay, well, that's an unfair question.
Okay, that is true. Whose art do you enjoy the most in this specific collection?
Okay, I think most people probably expect me to say Mike Mignola, but I'm going to go with Jill Thompson's story, the Freya's Unusual Wedding.
And like I said, I love her colors.
It's a really interesting collection because, you can come at this if you had read the prose or if you were a historian and love the Norse mythology.
That is a great point.
Or You can come at this if you love Thor comics and want a different
That is
type
a great point.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm
this is
serious.
just- it's so good. I want Lydia to read it.
It is
It's
a good
just-
story.
I'm going to reread it. Like, it's so good.
And the artwork, oh my gosh, the artwork. And whether it's P. Craig Russell doing the layouts or David Rubin's finishes, it's just amazing. And the colors, my goodness. I will say the only thing I noticed through this collection, and both Marvel and DC are guilty of this.
Say
Yes.
page numbers.
They give you a table of contents, but there are no page numbers through here.
So to find the stories, I was looking at like, okay, which one's before and after, because it gives you the page numbers, but like Omar said, there are no page numbers.
Yeah, even in the extras in the back, there are no page numbers. The covers, though, are beautifully framed here.
I love this one by P. Craig Russell.
Yeah.
In fact, I think this is my favorite cover.
It kind of reminds me of one of his other stories, The Rings of Numenor. Is it Numenor?
Sensual.
But you talked about the ribbon, right?
Yes.
I listen to everything you say.
Okay.
Then you have covers here by David Mack, and you actually have the covers here from the hardcovers, in case you're a completist like I am and want everything included in there.
Yeah, here's the cover to the third hardcover. So that's nice they included it. Speaking of covers, they are all in the back. They are not in between the stories. All three sketchbooks are included from the backs of the three hardcovers. And let me show you what I was talking about with Balder. Look at how gorgeous Balder is in Colleen Doran's sketches. Like, with Balder, the way he's described is perfect and all the gods love him. Look at those eyes. He seems perfect and loving and genuine. And woo-wee, good job, Colleen. And it's nice that you have the little notes from the artists down below explaining their creative process.
All right, so let's get to the end here. Here are other titles from Neil Gaiman. And I remember when I told Melanie that, hey, I think Norse Mythology is going to come out in a bigger format. And I really thought they were going to do library editions of this. But instead, they decided to go the American Gods route and give you a complete collection. You have this sky blue end sheets there. And let's look at the binding. And there is that sewn binding with the eye, 456 pages.
You can fit a rainbow Vienna sausage through it.
What is wrong with you?
It has to
And
be
again,
rainbow.
this beautiful ribbon. And the paper stock is this thick, glossy paper. I will say, it's not as thick as some of their other library editions. It's just a little bit thinner, but it is still thick, glossy paper. But it doesn't feel as thick as, for example, some of the Black Hammer library edition books. But that's it. That, as they say,
Is that? If you're interested in purchasing this beautiful book, please check out our sponsors. If you're in Europe and you're interested in buying these books, definitely check out Walt's Comic Shop in Berlin, Germany. They have the cheapest pre-order prices, flat shipping rate of €12 for all EU countries, emails answered within 24 hours, waltzcomicshop.com, and you can use the code nearmintcondition at checkout and get free shipping for all EU countries with your first order over €40. That's Walt's Comic Shop, your reliable source for omnis and premium collected editions in Europe. Ding!
cheapgraphicnovels.com, your online home for graphic novels and collected editions up to 50% off cover price. They have excellent shipping and prompt and helpful service. Check out their bargain deals for up to 90% off cover price. And don't forget that CGN also takes pre-orders. That way you don't miss out on the hottest releases. And they are currently running a special promotion for you Minties. If you're a first-time customer, after receiving your order confirmation email, reply back to that email and let them know Near Mint Condition sent you their way. They will then apply a free shipping promotional credit to your next order in the US. Cheap Graphic Novels, your source for the hottest books with the kind of deep discount, quality shipping, and customer service that will keep you coming back for more. And that was the content, the page count, the build, and the quick little comparison to the original hardcovers. Let us know in the comments down below if you plan on picking this up.
If you have any questions, let us know in the comments below. Did you like the prose? Do you like it better? Such as I like it a tiny bit better? What's your favorite story?
And that's it, everybody. Stay healthy and safe out there. Much love.
Stay minty!